in Las Vegas. The Knicks, the Magic, the Thunder, the Spurs arrived last night as they get ready for the NBA Cup semifinals. And they're not the only ones in town. The court went down at T-Mobile Arena for the Saturday night doubleheader. All right, we now have an update. Breaking news here involving Victor Wembanyama ahead of tomorrow's matchup against OKC. Shams Charania joins us now here. Shams, what's the latest? What can you tell us?
George, sources tell me Victor Wembanyama is expected to make his return to action on Saturday against the Oklahoma City Thunder in Las Vegas in the NBA Cup semifinals. The timing has worked out perfectly for the Spurs, for Wemby to make his return. You have the Oklahoma City Thunder and the San Antonio Spurs, two of the best young teams in the NBA. Wemby against Chet, and this marks the end of the Spurs' cautious process ever since Wembanyama sustained this calf strain that he had almost 1 month ago. He actually wanted to play, I'm told, Wednesday in the Cup game against the Lakers, but the Spurs held him out. Both sides made the decision to get him a couple days more of ramp-up time, rehab work. He's checked all the boxes, from my understanding, passed all the tests. He's gone through multiple rounds of 5-on-5 sessions as well as he looks to make his return to action on Saturday.
Excellent news, Shams. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, welcome to NBA Today alongside the Hall of Famer Mark Spears, NBA champion Kendrick Perkins, and, of course, our front office insider Bobby Marks. I'm George Sedano in for Malika Andrews. Perk, what do you have to say? What do you think this means for the Spurs and their chances now?
A brawl for it all. Look, I'm still taking the Thunder. I'm still taking the Thunder. I think we all agree. We always are ready to see a Chet versus Wemby matchup. Always. But I'm looking forward to the perimeter matchup. I'm looking forward to Stephon Castle, De'Aaron Fox, Dylan Harper against those perimeter dogs over there against Oklahoma. That's what I'm looking forward to.
9-3 without Victor. That was the big question, if they can keep their head above water. And as Perk said, expect a speed game when you look at, certainly with Shea out there, Cason Wallace, who was dinged up a little bit, and then you add the three guards in San Antonio, and now you add Victor into this matchup. This is not going to be a running clock type game that we've seen a lot for these Oklahoma City opponents. This should be one competitive game.
Mark, both these teams have looked very good here down the stretch. Obviously, OKC historic. They're looking almost as good as Perk right now today on this set. What do you make of Victor Wembanyama returning?
You know, Mariah Carey's performing there tomorrow.
Okay.
So is Zach Brown, Barry Manilow, David Copperfield.
Okay.
But you know what I want for Christmas?
What?
All I want for Christmas is to see Wemby.
Yes, sir.
I'm telling y'all, where's my camera at? Where's my camera? If y'all ain't seen Wemby in person before, which Perk surprisingly hasn't, I'm telling you, go buy a ticket and see this. There's nothing in Vegas like it. There's nothing in the world like it. You got to see this 7'4" guy. George, you know, we were in Dallas.
Oh, man, that opener, yeah.
If you have not seen this, get as close as tickets as you can, because there's no show like the Wemby show.
And look, I'm gonna say this, though. Yes, this is a huge stage, right? And the last time we seen Wemby on a big stage, Christmas Day, I think he put up something like 40 and 18 or some crazy numbers like that. But this is a measuring stick for the San Antonio Spurs. They're trying to get where OKC is at, right? And when you think about how they done built out their roster, right, trying to get those two-way players, trying to be able to compete. So, yes, this does matter because you got $500K on the line.
Yeah.
Right? But also, this is a measuring stick because Victor Wembanyama wants to win now.
The highest measuring stick.
Yeah.
I mean, the Thunder are running through everybody, right? They're on a pace to set a new record for margin of victory. Like, even when they're hurt.
Break their own record.
Yeah,
Right.
break their own record.
Yeah.
So I know Lakers fans are disappointed, but I'm excited about this game.
Yeah, especially with Wemby back in tow. That changes the dynamics for sure. There's another matchup, I don't know if you guys realize that, in the East as well, the Knicks and the Magic. And let's take a look at their season series here, as this will be the fourth meeting between the Knicks and Magic already, with Orlando winning 2 of the first 3. The Magic are one of 2 teams with multiple wins against New York this season. The Magic are also the only team to win at Madison Square Garden this season. Orlando scored 119 points per game against the Knicks, but they will be without their leading scorer in this matchup, Franz Wagner, as you see there, who got hurt. As for the Knicks, Jalen Brunson has starred against the Magic, averaging 31 points and nearly 9 assists per game in the matchup. He led them to a win in their most recent meeting on Sunday in the Garden. Now joining us here on NBA Today, Knicks reporter Vincent Goodwill. The Knicks have won 8 of their last 9 games. Vinny, what's been the key to their recent surge?
Well, if you remember, Mike Brown used to be an assistant coach with the Golden State Warriors, and he coached a guy named Andre Iguodala. And Josh Hart kind of fits the profile of that player, according to Mike Brown, a guy who can do a little bit of everything, and you kind of have to fit and work your way around him. Since he's been reinserted back into that starting lineup, the Knicks have gone 8 out of 9. He's averaged 16, 10, and 6 assists, shooting 45% from 3. The teams opposing him are leaving him open. They're playing him with centers. He's hitting jump shots, and then he's turning back to the benches and telling them, don't leave me open. The Knicks a couple of weeks ago were floundering. We weren't sure exactly what the injury situation was. Now they are right back in second in the East, and they are considering themselves right back where they want to be. And a big reason for that is Josh Hart being right back in the starting 5.
Yeah, Josh Hart's certainly fun to watch. He's worth the price of admission for a number of different reasons as well. All right, Vince, thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, so look, the Knicks have won, 15 out of their last 19. Perk, what do the Knicks need to prove here to get this thing done and win the NBA Cup?
Well, I mean, it goes through, look, we know what Big Body Brunson is going to do. We know he's going to give you a 30-piece. It don't matter who in front of him. But it comes down to the most important player on this team, and that's Karl Anthony Towns. They need him to play like a grown-ass man, right? And he's been doing that, not just worrying about scoring the basketball. He's been dominating the glass. He's second in the league in rebounding, and he got to continue to have a defensive presence. And now we're starting to see that Anthony Towns, that needs to travel to Vegas.
You know, I am interested in Vince talked about Josh Hart here as far as do teams start to game plan him a little bit more. The Knicks are 8-1 in their last 9, in the 9 games that Hart has started. He's shooting 57 and 43 from deep here. I thought he was the X factor in their win against Toronto the other night where he scored 21 points. Now, if you game plan against Josh Hart, then that leaves more shots open for Jalen Brunson or Mikal Bridges or OG Anunoby, and I think that's something to watch in this game against Orlando.
You know, this is a franchise that hasn't won a championship since '73. I mean, I don't know if an NBA Cup.
I wasn't born, I'll tell you that.
I won't say I wasn't, but if they get this, it's not only good for your fan base, finally something to really celebrate, and I don't know if they'll put it up in MSG, but I think they have to.
I mean, the Lakers did, so they'll have to.
But this is a statement for them. This is an opportunity to make a statement for the league, a statement with Mike Brown that this franchise is for real. I know they're for real, but if you could get through one of your new rivals, the Magic, who seem like they play them every other day, but to beat the Thunder or to beat the Spurs, win that $500,000 and make that statement in Vegas, I think that'd be huge for the Knicks.
Perk, you wanted to get back in.
No, I agree with Mike Brown, right? Being able to win and succeed at any level under a new coach is a great thing for any organization, especially the Knicks.